So hello student, welcome back, and today we are going to do some revision about previously we stopped until here. So we are going to continue our discussion for what this chapter is about, emergency help. Rooney falls into the river while crossing the bridge. At the time of the incident, Cairo is also crossing the bridge and managed to pull Rooney out of the river. So here didn't say, of course, if some people drown in the river, you shouldn't go and help. No, not go and help. You don't jump into the river and help, just in case you don't know, because the person will be panic. So when the person panic, he will pull you. He will 拉东西嘛 So if you know how to swim, you don't go near the person, because the person will pull you. Even the security guard, swimming pool, they all know all these things, right? Or a person drown in the beach, they don't just jump in and help the person, the lifeguard. They will jump in, they will swim behind the person. Because you don't want to go in front, because the person will grab you. You go behind the person and you wait until the person become very tired. Means he swim until no strength already, almost want to die already. Then from behind, you go from behind and you just help the person to swim. So this is emergency help if a person drown in the river. So you try best. If you know how to swim, then you don't just go in and jump into it. Go behind the person, wait until the person is tired, and then you start to help him. But of course I know you will say wait until the person, then the person die. I don't know lah, you need to ask the lifeguard. Usually won't lah, you can see one ma. The person can move very fast, and then after that he's getting tired and more tired, then only you come and help. Okay, so of course the person will do CPR, coronary pulmonary resuscitation, CPR. Okay, the person will perform CPR. If Cairo successfully perform emergency help in 2A, Rooney, what is the next step? What is the next step? Yes, very good. Okay, so after that, we will put it into the position at the side position. Okay, put the person at side position and wait for the help ambulance. So there is a position, we call it the recovery position, but it is not at here. Recovery position. So you can try to make the person in a recovery position at the side lah. So let's see if we got the image. So this is the image of recovery position, where you usually you keep the person hand at here. You see the hand like that, and then you just use the hand to push it in just like that, or oil slip like that lah, like that, or oil slip like that. And then the knee just pull it up a bit. Okay, pull up a bit. If the person regain conscious, and you need to wait for the ambulance to come and help. Here got explain or not? He didn't explain. Here you need to put a hand here, because you want to prevent arm bend, to prevent rolling over. You want to prevent here didn't say, you want to prevent the tongue from blocking the airway. So that's why you want to put it, so that the person can have a continuous breathing. Okay, leg bend, so that here they also didn't explain. Here didn't explain. Okay, recovery position, but this is the recovery position that they're talking about. Okay, put it at the side. Figure 3 show foot blocking the respiratory tract. So there's a foot, there's a blocking at the epiglottis. This one you need to know, epiglottis, trachea, and the esophagus. What happens if someone's respiratory tract is blocked? Again?
This will provide insufficient oxygen to the brain.
Yes. Okay, very good. Yeah, in one sense it's correct lah, huh? But the better answer is, maybe I just say, wait, just let me change the pen color. The person will experience choking. The person will experience choking because cannot breathe. He say what happened if a person something block 扛到, the person will experience choking. And let's say that question asks why the person will die, or why the face become blue or red, because the brain and the body cell receive insufficient oxygen, and then it's a better. Okay, briefly explain how Heimlich maneuver can help the victims.
Help to remove the food.
Correct. Okay, very good. So there will be a pressure in the lung. At last my pen can use. Pressure in the lung, and it will remove the object so that the person can breathe. So there's a keyword lah, so that the person can breathe. Up to you lah, you use your own keyword, whatever keyword you want to use or whatever answer you want to say. The reason we do Heimlich maneuver, as we mentioned before, this is the person, and the person get choked because he cannot breathe. So you stand behind the person and you, oh my goodness, how to draw this, and you press the lung diaphragm. Eventually the air will go out because you are blocking the air. So when you press, the pressure will move up, so the air will come out and the person can breathe. Be happy, because if you are saying it is not 100%, 100% blockage means totally cannot breathe. 100% totally cannot breathe means there is no way oxygen can go in or go out. There is 100% you say cannot breathe 100%. So you want to use this and you like that jerk it upwards so that the air will push the thing out. But sometimes the choking the person can breathe, then you might not to use Heimlich maneuver. But the book didn't say lah, maybe because this one is a basic one. But if 50% the person can breathe, you no need to use Heimlich maneuver, because there's no point. He can breathe. I know he 扛到, but he still can breathe. But we also want to make the thing come out lah. He won't die because he still can breathe, but only very painful. So you can I think we ask the person to vomit is easier, is it? So if the person can breathe, here got say give 5 blow. I don't know where you can see it now. Give 5 blows, stand behind, because the person can breathe. So we want to make him the food come out because he can talk little bit. Then you just go to behind the person and you give 5 poke 5 times. 5 abdominal thrust, I have like maneuver. Alternate 5 times go behind the person, and yes, and then you continue to do. Hopefully the object will have. Can a person breathe while choking? Several choking, the person cannot breathe, or the person make a sound, or his cough does not provide OR. Sorry, this one the one. Yes, sometimes they can breathe one. Okay, even if choking, they can breathe. Okay, let's going back to this one. Yeah, okay, so can the Heimlich maneuver be performed on a pregnant woman? What can be done to save a pregnant woman from choking? Okay, so for this one, we can see that can a Heimlich maneuver perform the maneuver? Can it help to save a pregnant woman? Yes, to help a pregnant woman using the method, place the hand at the bottom of the breastbone a little bit higher than non-pregnant. Proceed. The keyword is you want to put upwards a bit because we don't want to press the baby because the baby there's a baby so you don't press the baby lah later the baby die so you want to the keyword is to a little bit higher because when you do like that you don't want to do on the baby then the baby will then the baby will die. Okay, so you do the pregnant baby you do up a bit. Okay, the breast or the lung, either you want to do at the lung there up a bit lah. The reason is some people are very fat. When you do Hamlet manual, some people are very fat. So because he is very fat, your hand cannot like that. Because it's so fat how to help or you cannot. So you need to go up a bit, put up the lung should be okay. So you should do on the lung so the person can because it's still the same thing. Do we Hamlet manual because we want to press the, let's say this is the lung lah. We want to press the lung so that the lung will push, high pressure will push the foreign object out from the mouth. So yes, either pregnant woman or fat people, if you cannot hold the stomach, then you hold the lung, or let's here say a bit breastbone up a bit lah, a little bit higher than the normal people. Normal people then you just go down. Okay, little bit more to go. Let's look at this few last question. Jahui has a habit of talking while she's eating, and she often scolded by her mother. One day while she is eating with a friend, she starts to choke. What emergency help must be performed by her friend to save Jahui? Okay, so you need to perform Hamlet manual. Explain the method you stated in 4A. So explain the method again lah. The method no need to explain lah. I mean it's in the notes. Okay, so let me go up to the notes. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Okay, stand behind the victim, clench the right fist together with the left hand. After that, place it between the navel and the ribs of the victims. Jerk the position upward. Okay, so that it can create the high air pressure into the lung, so that the lung will the high pressure will able to remove the foreign object from the lung. So it's in the notes. I don't want to write lah. If I write then it will be very long. Okay, let's look at number 5, last one lah, because we still got time. So let's do this last question. Emergency help is the first aid treatment is given to someone who is suddenly sick or become unconscious while waiting for help to arrive. One day, Saiful suddenly collapsed and become unconscious at shopping mall. If you are at the scene, suggest a method. So okay, before we do anything to help, we must know the problem. Not simply go and I want to do something. We want to make sure that the symptom is very clear. Before the doctor give you the COVID medicine, the doctor need to give you, make sure that you really got COVID. Need to check your symptom, got fever, got this bacteria, got this test, the blood test, every test, nasal test. Oh, okay, you got COVID. Then we give the medicine. If not, we don't want to give wrong thing. Give wrong thing is very dangerous because the person will die and the doctor will be held liable. Because that's why doctor is you get higher pay. You need to study a lot. You cannot give wrong. You see wrong, you give wrong, the person die and people will come and sue you. So now he's unconscious. Okay, so one thing we know, he is unconscious. Unconscious means hello. Cannot wake up already. Unconscious. Suddenly collapse and unconscious in the shopping mall. Okay. If you are at the scene, what you should do? If you are at the scene. Okay, so this one I do lah, this one I do. Okay, your answer must based on the following aspect. Okay, the aim, unconscious, the aim, maybe we can say we want to check, yeah, we want to check the person breathing, got breathing or what. Usually we do, I still remember, usually we do DRABC lah. The first thing is to check for danger, whether the place got danger or not. Maybe if at the highway, you want to remove the person from the highway, the road, or somewhere that is dangerous. R is for the response. Okay, so when something is happen, we always go for the DRABC. C, DRABC, danger, the place, whether is it dangerous or not. R, you check the response. You don't straight away do CPR. Oh, I come and do. No, you check the response first. Hello, sir, can you hear me? Can you hear me? You touch the person's face. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Cannot wake up, you check the airway. You check the airway, see whether the person is, everything is clear, the mouth, nothing occur, nothing inside already, is the open, nothing wrong. Breathing, check the breathing. If no breathing, if got response, usually we will ask him lah, why are you falling down, why you are sick. And if the person cannot talk, you check his pocket, because maybe he got medicine. You want to check the sometimes got high blood pressure medicine. That's why if a person got sick like high blood pressure or what, you should always take medicine. 放那个 medicine in your pocket. Emergency, when people come, people will see, people know you got this disease, and people will give you eat this medicine. So if the person cannot respond, just check his wallet lah. Don't take the money lah, check the wallet, check his body, see got any medicine, so that maybe he want to eat that medicine. Check the airway. If no airway, breathing, you want to do the CPR. If no breathing and circulation, is severe bleeding, treatment immediately. So this one due to accident also. So you might want to do, if two people, it will be helpful, because the person is bleeding and the person cannot breathe. So you want to, if bleeding, you need to take some cloth to press it lah. Press it so that you will stop the bleeding, and the breathing, you need to do the CPR. So let's look at the question. Again, we already know the IABC. So state the aim. The aim, maybe you can say to maybe I just say to know lah, to know the symptom of victim. So you want to know the symptom of the victim, whether can you respond or not, got breathing or not, dangerous or not, got blood or not, your body got medicine or not. So all this is you want to check the symptom first, then we want to know the problem. Before you want to fix the problem, you want to know the problem. That's why the science experiment say identify the problem. If you know problem, then why you want to do the experiment? Sure, there must be some problem, then you want to do the experiment. So here also the same, you want to know the symptom of the weakness, identify the first aid method available. So we can say that I think for this one, you just use this one easier lah. You just write this answer, okay? Check the person, whether the person is safe to approach. Then we start to find the response of the victim. Okay, so after that, you just say to check the person respond, whether the person able to respond. If the person cannot respond, we want to check the airway, see whether it's open and clear. After that, we want to check the breathing and the pulse. If there is no breathing and the pulse, we want to perform cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR. We also want to check the circulation of the person. If there is bleeding, we need to stop the bleeding. So this will be the basic DRABC. Whenever you see something, this is the process that you should do. Then I think you just write down here should be okay lah. Aim, identify the method available. I think it will be CPR because it depends. He didn't say he still breathing or not. He didn't tell, so I don't know whether he's still breathing. If he's still breathing but here is unconscious already, so you might want to do recovery position if the person breathing. Because I don't know you breathe or no breathe. Here the question didn't say, if he's breathing, you want to do recovery position, check the body for medicine, and call the ambulance. Make the choice. I already say the answer. Okay, it depends whether you need to check the person breathing or not. You need to check the pulse. Okay, and it will determine if no, then you do CPR. Okay, so it depends on the one. Okay, so identify the aim again. To know the symptom of the victim, identify the first 8 methods available. So we can say that we can perform CPR if there is no breathing and pulse. CPR if no breathing and pulse. For example, I just write like this one. List the available option according to priority. So what's the priority? Because this is K by question. Maybe the priority will be again the IBC. First check the danger first. Is it dangerous? Check the dangerous thing. And then after that check the response. And if no airway, only we do CPR. Okay, so step 1, step 2, step 3. Make a choice and given a reason. So make a choice. So maybe anything like you just say you want to do CPR because the person don't have no response, and the person has no breathing, and the person has no pulse. So we want to do CPR. Okay, so this is a K-bar question that they can ask in the exam, and you need to think like cannot find in the textbook one, so you need to think by yourself. Okay, so I see you next time. Bye bye.